So in my culture, what happens is this. Long time ago, when somebody died, or a friend, a family, and you had to attend this particular funeral, every man, every woman was required to actually shave their hair. That was a sign of respect to the dead. In my culture, people value the dead so much. They respect them and they always want to give them the best. But in my case today, that is not it. This was a mistake made by my own barber. Now, I went to get this haircut, and the moment he just started shaving me this way, he just surprised me and told me, bro, machine imepita na nywele. Then I noticed that this guy is actually drunk. So I was like, bro, sungeniambia tu that you are drunk, you're not stable, and you can't shave right now. And he just told me, I'm sorry. And he really apologized, he almost even cried. So I just told him, okay, take off the whole hair. It's been a while since I shaved my hair. So this is the result. Like, he shaved everything, and that is why I look like how I am looking. 2 years ago, this used to be my hairstyle, by the way. And I also remember back in school, when I was in primary all the way to secondary school, high school in short, this is the way we used to shave our hair. And so people who are meeting me right now are like asking me like, hey bro, you never grow old, you still look like the high school boy we used to know. So people are laughing at me because they're not used to seeing me without hair. And I don't know, but for me, I think this style is good for me, but many people are against it. They say I'm looking like a young boy, a high school student, But then, what do you think about my new haircut? For me, I like it, and I might maintain it for a while before I consider again having a different haircut. Anyway, that aside, I know many of you also don't know that last week, it was on a Sunday, a friend of mine was having a birthday, and I was actually going to attend this birthday because I was invited as a cameraman. I was going to take pictures and record video, and I was also going to make a vlog out of it. Then I had this serious and terrible road accident. I was actually cycling my bicycle on the road, and this car just came from a diversion and actually just hit me from the side, and I fell down so hard. Thank God there was no vehicle that was coming on the opposite side. If so, only God knows what my story would be today. So this vehicle hit me, and people came rushing quickly because I noticed I couldn't get up on my own. My feet was, not my feet, actually my whole leg went numb, and I couldn't get up. Thank God because of the boots that I was wearing. They really saved my life. I wonder how it would be if I never wore them. So the people came, a crowd formed quickly, and everyone was actually shouting and insulting and actually doing everything possible to make this owner of the car pay, because he was wrong. He was supposed to give way to oncoming vehicles, and I was the one who was oncoming. And the guy just actually came from the diversion without checking right or left. He was actually on his phone. And so when somebody told him, we saw you pressing your phone, so you have to pay for this boy's injuries. And the man was like saying he's an Uber driver. He was actually checking the map to see where his customer or his client was actually calling him to go and pick him from. And so he didn't consider checking the road because it's a lonely road, so he assumed there was no car that was actually coming. Little did he know that cyclists also have rights to use the road. So this guy took me to a particular clinic. He was actually told to take me to hospital. In such a scenario where accidents do happen, we are supposed to sit there until the police come. But considering the nature of the road, how busy the road is, we felt like we were going to stay there for maybe 1 week before the police would actually come and make it take a statement from both of us. So people helped decide for us that this guy to take me to hospital, and I leave my bicycle there. So this guy actually took me, and he told me there's a client who is supposed to pick, so, and he's not seeing any hospital around the place. So we went to a clinic, and you know the rules of clinic: before you're treated you have to buy medication. So the doctor looked at me and he asked me where the pain was. I told him my whole leg was feeling numb and feeling painful on my leg. And so slowly by slowly they started actually recommended that I should get a quick massage before this injury becomes so severe. So the next thing was that this man to pay for my painkillers. I was given some painkiller that was so strong. They told me that is one of the strongest ones. I don't even know the name because the doctor didn't even give me a name for it. I just quickly took it because I was in pain. You know, desperate moments call for desperate actions. So I took this painkiller without knowing what was it. So after that, he gave me another ointment that was supposed to be used to massage me. It was kind of smelling like robe, ethanol, something to do with that, kind of very strong. So the doctor massaged me, and as he was massaging me, this man requested to get out a little to go and make a phone call and then come back. So I was getting massaged, and it was so painful by the way. My leg was, you know, for a moment I thought I was gonna like I had a broken bone, but who is God? Who is God? Like I didn't get broken. So I walked out of that accident feeling, you know, challenged, like ish. Like you can walk out of your house alive, but coming back, it's by the grace of God. Things happen out here. You know, I didn't know that while I was leaving my house that morning, I was going to meet an accident. But God saved me out of all this, and I came out of it alive and with all my bones intact. So after the massage, I had to wait for this Uber driver to come back and actually take me at the scene of the accident where my bicycle was actually also damaged, because we had to take my bicycle to the fundi to also go and repair it. So while I was going to hospital, one good Samaritan, that man was actually selling fruits by the road. So he told me he's gonna watch my bicycle until I come back. So I was sure that I was going to get my bicycle. Now, 30 minutes, we are still waiting for this Uber driver who's on his phone call to come back. 1 hour is not coming back. So the doctor went outside to confirm whether truly this Uber driver was still out here making this phone call. Guess what, guys? He had gone. And I was here left with this doctor looking at me, pitying me, and he was telling me like, you know, this is what they normally do. Wanagonganga watu alafu wanatoroka juu wanajua utawafungulia kesi, na ukiwafungulia kesi itakuwa issue ingine. So they don't want to do, you know, seek competition, so they go away. So here I was with the doctor. My bicycle is in another location. I'm hurt. I have to figure out how to go home or to go to the birthday. But thank God I made a phone call to the person who I was going to visit because they were having a birthday. And she told me, you are just so close, an inch close away from my place. So that was luck. So she told me, come to the house if you can walk, and then we'll take care of your bicycle. And that is the way I got myself to the birthday party. I had to do my work because we have to tafuta this pesa. We have to look for money. So I did what I could do. I was in so much pain after a while when the painkiller stopped working, and I just noticed I didn't have extra medication because I didn't know what to do. The last time I felt seriously ill was in 2003, and that is when I needed a lot of medication. But since then, I didn't know what to do. I didn't know that I was supposed to get some painkillers that will help me in the process. But God helped me. He saved me from all this, and I got out of this accident alive and you know, with all my bones intact. That is God, how God can work. Anyway, I forgave this Uber driver, but one day, I don't know, the things you do to other people, Sometimes you might think you're a winner because you are not reported, or maybe you escaped, but you forget that karma is watching. Karma never forgets. You forget that you have children. One day it might actually happen to you, but not to you yourself, maybe to your children or your children's children, because God says clearly in the Bible, do to others what you want to be done for. So what you do to other people shall be done to you also. So that person hit me and went away. Tomorrow it might be him who might be hit, and the person who hits him goes away, or it might happen to his children. You never know. Learn to live right with the people when you can. But I'm grateful for life. I'm grateful for the gift of life. It taught me a lot that the moment we leave our houses to go to work or go to, anywhere, it's God who watches us each and every day. Coming back is only by God's grace. Who knew I was gonna come back? I didn't know personally, but God saved me through all this, and I came back alive, and that is why I'm shooting this video 1 week later, and I'm grateful that God is God. Even though I'm still having problems in walking, it's kind of painful. I cannot wear shoes. I have to use sandals every now and then. I'm just grateful. It's very unfortunate that also I won't manage to attend my cousin's funeral. Is being buried this Saturday, and so the people who are gonna represent me, I will have to go back later to go and pay my respect. But for today, I can't go because I cannot do long distances. Guys, until next time, always work hard and be nice to people. This is Devance Empire. End of discussion.